Hey everybody, Logan here. Today we're covering another Nintendo Switch controller. This time going back to a company that has really been supporting the channel in terms of sending me products and controllers and whatnot to review, and that's PowerA. And this time they've sent me the Lumectra. So this is the enhanced wireless controller for the Nintendo Switch. They originally had a line called Spectra, and they've enhanced it and updated it and now calling it the Lumectra. I've covered the Xbox Series X version earlier this year. I thought it was great. Well needed upgrade, and I mean well needed upgrade to the original Spectra. I think they really listened, and I'm hoping they do the same thing with this one. The Spectra for the Switch was a fantastic version. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've done to update this one. Let's find out. Alrighty, here we go. Here we have the Lumectra Enhanced Wireless Controller for the Nintendo Switch. Let's take a closer look at what the box says. We have a multi-zone RGB, wireless plus motion, rechargeable, and mappable buttons. Now, one thing is, because this is officially licensed by Nintendo, you are not going to have any rumble. Sad, but it is what it is. So if you look, multi-zone RGB, thousands of color combinations, 3 fun lighting modes. Let's just take a look. Let's open this up. Oh, whoops. There we go. Let's see, nothing else in the box. What do we have down here? Okay, nice size cable. And then the instruction manual. Let's see, that is a 10-foot cable. Awesome. Good distance, good length. There we go. Okay, so controller in the hand, feel-wise, is fantastic. That's one thing I really like about PowerA's controllers. They always feel very good in the hand. They're very comfortable. They fit well. Doesn't matter the size hand you have. This one I actually think is much nicer because it's got some heft to it. So even without rumble, they've added some weight, because the previous versions of a lot of their wireless controllers, they didn't add the extra weight, so it felt really light. It's one of those, like, it feels like it should have rumble, but they don't. Did they slip it in? Did they slip it in? No. I wish. That's the only bad thing when you don't get rumble on these. Oh, already has some power. That's nice. Everything feels nice. Now, on these, you're going to get your standard sticks. You are not going to get Hall effect. That's one thing people usually ask right away. ALPS is a standard. Treat it well. Don't go nuts on these things, and they do tend to last longer than if you're just rough on them. Okay, just like the other one, you got your program button there and your LEDs here. Fantastic. I love that. When you have your program, that's going to be for these two, and your LED, that should definitely control the sections just like the previous version. Alrighty, let's try to sync this. Searching. Boom, lights, camera, action. There we go. Very simple to get this up and running. Now, if you're wondering how to program the back buttons right here, you have to hold the program button for 3 seconds. The light will flash. press a face button, and then press a back button. And then that button becomes the mapped button. So remember, 3 seconds for the program button, light flashes. Press the corresponding button that you want first, and then press the button in the back. And that is how you will map the back button. Very simple, very easy. Same thing goes with the lights. The LED, you hold the LED button, there you go. And then you press this. You see how it's changing the zones? Depending on what buttons you're going to press, you're going to be pressing plus or minus, and then the direction zones to change the colors in the different directions, however you want. And then just go through it until you get the colors that you want. But remember, you're going to be holding the LED button down there. And then when you're doing that, you can press all the other ones, so on and so forth. Very simple. It will change however you want, and you just set it up. Boom, good to go. Very simple. I like that. The original version of the controller, the Spectra, you would only be able to tap the button and it would change the different modes and you would have to cycle through it. There was no way to customize what you wanted to do and how you wanted to have each section light up. As you can see, what I ended up doing was going through a breathing mode for each of the sections. So you're going to have your face buttons, your D-pad and your sticks, and your light that goes around the controller, all breathing and fluctuating in different colors. Okay, now that we have the programming of the buttons and the lights out of the way, what do we have to do? Test it. Let's see how it feels during, what does the game always test? That's right, Crisis, because it has all the functionality. So of course, you know, we got to test to see how the sticks feel, and of course, the motion, the gyro. Let's see. Oh, well, there you go. Gyro works right away. So everybody who asks, because people ask all the time, what about the gyro? Gyro works just fine. Okay. I love the feel of this controller. I really wish Nintendo would allow third-party companies officially licensed to put in Rumble. Feels great. Again, I just wish it had Rumble. The best thing about this controller, it has all the features you could want. I love the RGB aspect, minus the NFC and Rumble, because again, officially licensed controllers, Nintendo doesn't allow that, but it's got everything else you can want in a third-party officially licensed controller, especially if you love the lighting effects, and I think that's fantastic. Your remappable buttons, if you're into that. Again, I'm not a big fan, but hey, it's very simple to do. And the fun sections where the regions or zones that you can change the lights have always been a very big positive in my opinion, because, you know, it just gives you that much more customization aspects. Now, if we're just talking about the look of the controller, it's standard black, and I think that's fine instead of having the different colors like some of the other companies do, because the way the lights hit on this controller and their design, it makes them pop. I think if you had any other color on here besides black, it would really take away from the intensity of the lights. I think that's a very good choice to have everything black. Now, if we're talking about the grips have that hex design and it's smooth, but it's not too smooth. So it's not just plain like the front, it's got a nice little grip texture. Nothing crazy, nothing that's going to bother you. The buttons are in a good position right here, and it's got some girth to it, and it's Type-C, and it's wireless. I think this is a great option. Again, if you love RGB and you love the lighting, I've always liked the PowerA brand, and it's one of those third-party companies I've always had a good experience with. So there you go. What do you think about the PowerA Lumectra Enhanced Wireless Controller for the Nintendo Switch? I really like this controller. I like the features. I like the color design that they chose and how you can change up the zones. Everything to the texture, the grips, the feel. They really improved over the Spectra. They did it on the Xbox version. Now they did it again with the Switch. Awesome controller. No, they don't have Hall effect sticks. Maybe that's something PowerA will look into in the future in the next line for Switch 2 or something like that. But as of right now, I think these are solidly built, great controllers. These are some of my favorites. I really liked the Spectra for the Switch. Now to have the Lumectra, I think this is another great option. So this one you can walk into pretty much any store. You can go into your local Target or Best Buy and pick it up. And I think they're even at GameStop. Yes, I've seen them at GameStop. You can go grab them there. And I think you won't be disappointed. Great controller. I'm going to be using this one for a while. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Again, thank you PowerA for sending me this. I really like it, but something told me I would. After liking the Spectra so much, it was really going to be hard for me to not like this one. I think it's a very good choice, but you know, everybody's got their own choices. I think this one is a good option. Check it out. Again, thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.